Hey guys, this is Becca from Becca's Music Room. I'm here today with another teacher vlog, and today is gonna be a little bit crazy. To be honest, I'm really not looking forward to it. It's been a crazy week. I'm gonna just really quickly recap because I don't have a lot of time. On Monday, I had a training for my gifted cohort, so I was out. Tuesday, we had our Black History Month program after school, so I was at school for like 12 hours. And then Wednesday, I had another all-day training, so I was out again. And then today is Thursday, and we have PBiS. And I'm kind of freaking out because we're doing a dance, which is fine. We did a dance before and it was fine. It takes a lot of supervision though, because my students are kind of crazy. But the gym teacher's gonna be out and she was supposed to be in charge of the music, and now I have to be in charge of the music, but I'm also in charge of the concession stand, and I really can't do both of those at the same time, so I'm not sure what that's gonna look like. So we'll see. Also, because I will be doing those two things, there is absolutely no way that I will be any help in regulating the children, which means everyone else has to be super, super on it. And because I was out yesterday, I'm normally the person who goes around and finds out which students are making it to PBiS and which students are not, and figuring out whether we need one room or two rooms for the kids who are not coming to PBiS. And I was out, so I asked the art teacher to do it. I just texted her to ask her what her numbers were, so I don't know if she did it or how many, and just those kind of things just stress me out a little bit. Right this second, I'm waiting for my computer to turn on so that I can check my email. I need to clean up this mess of my desk because I had a sub yesterday. And y'all, okay. So I only actually left lessons for 3rd grade and kindergarten. 1st grade was having like a speaker come to their class, so that was taken care of. 2nd, 4th, and 5th, I just left a movie because honestly, my 2nd graders are awful. My 5th graders are pretty stinking awful too. And they had started a movie on Monday when I was out because the copier has been broken for 2 weeks. And so I couldn't make any copies. I didn't have enough stuff, so I just left a movie for the sub on Monday. So they started it and I was like, they'll just finish it. And 4th grade, she just had them watch a movie too, and I was like, that's fine. But 3rd grade and kindergarten, I left like a bunch of stuff. I didn't even look to see if they have done it yet, but let's see. First time looking at them. Okay, so we read There Was a Shy Fellow Who Swallowed a Cello, which is one of my favorites, and we did this activity. And they were supposed to do this activity. This is what I'm frustrated about, where they listen to a song, they say what it is, and then they write the instruments they hear in basically the same kind of thing. They just sort them. And the sub said that the CD player is not working. I don't know what the problem is, but every time I have a sub, they tell me my CD player's not working, but it's working. Okay, so CD player, literally the disc was already in it. You press on and CD, and it's working. So I don't know what the problem is, but I promise you every time I have a sub, they tell me it's not working, even though I test it before I leave, and it's working today. And I'm not really sure what she had my kindergarten do, because I left a little thing to read about Irish music, and then this, where they were supposed to write about and then draw about what they listened to, but the CD player wasn't working, so I guess they didn't do that. And none of them drew a picture, and then I left these pages. They're like Irish drums, the boran, I think is how you say that, I don't know. And they were supposed to decorate them, and it looks like they didn't use any of them. So I don't really know what they did. Subs stress me out. I wish I could just leave them all movies, but it's actually even more of a pain. So I just went and talked to my principal and about, not knowing how many kids are coming and not having very many people in the gym. So what we're gonna do is sometimes we only need one room for kids not coming. Sometimes we need 2, depending on how many students are not coming. I'm gonna have, the art teacher always covers, is always like the code of conduct room. She enjoys that. She likes being, in her own space, and she's really good at it, so I just leave her. And then I'm gonna send one of the other teachers, have them stand at the art room at the beginning of each class, and if there are too many kids for the art room, then they will take half of them to their class. If there's not very many kids, then they'll just come to the gym and help the rest of us, and the principal's gonna send at least one other person to come and help. So hopefully that'll work out okay. Here's hoping. So I am trying to figure out the music. I'm downloading some like the Cha-Cha Slide and Cupid Shuffle and seeing if I can get everything onto my school iPad. And I have a list of songs that the kids will enjoy, hopefully, that are clean. So yeah, that's what I'm working on. So on the bright side, she went ahead and put the cones up. I got the concession stand food out, so I'm gonna set that up and see if I can make a playlist for the day. And it appears the alarm's going off. I don't know what to do with that. Hey guys, it is almost through the day, and ooh, wow, my hair looks bad. It has been going much smoother than I anticipated. So we had 3rd, 4th, and 5th grade. 3rd and 4th grade were like awesome. I mean, like rock stars. They had so much fun. I alternated between just some songs where they could dance. We did like the Harlem Shake and some different ones that of course I can't think of right now, and some like line dances like the Cupid Shuffle and the Wobble and the Cha-Cha Slide and stuff like that. And we played freeze dance, which was really good as an icebreaker, because when you first like just turn a song and you're like dance, they're like, and they dance all the time in my classroom, so I know it's just like the weirdness of everything. So we played freeze dance as an icebreaker, which is really great. Worked really well. 5th grade came, and I was informed before 5th grade came that my song selections were not gonna work for 5th grade. And I was like, okay. And my original plan had been to alternate those things we were already doing with a couple like hip hop songs that are newer, like the Kiki Do You Love Me song and a few other ones. I had like a list, but my school iPad wouldn't look them up on YouTube. Like it wouldn't pull them up, and none of us had phones with like cases we could use, so we just skipped it. And so yeah, right before 5th grade came, I was informed that my song selections were not gonna work, and that they were not gonna think that was cool, and that they were just gonna be awful. So I was like, okay, you do whatever you want. And it was a hot mess. Because that's all they listened to was just some of those. And then when they realized, oh, so you had, all these dances that you were doing on purpose because the kids need a little bit of structure in between the other things, and they need to loosen up, and someone telling them what to do makes that easier. And then they were like, oh, can you play this song? Can you play that song? And it's just like, awful. I mean, just kids like running around, and just terrible. I was like, this is not okay. But I'm not gonna get worked up about it, because whatever. It's gonna be fine. So I had lunch. I already ate my lunch. The custodian was in here like deep cleaning my room, so I didn't want to freak her out by like talking to myself when I'm on the phone, on the YouTube when I'm filming. So I already ate. I ate actually quite a bit of food because I have been dancing all day and I'm already really tired. I had pretty much the same thing I had last week. If you saw my vlog from last week, I had like cheese and nuts and the cookies that are made out of banana and oatmeal and peanut butter and no sugar, and I had something else. Oh, fruit. I had oranges, and I also had a cup of pears and part of my Gatorade because I just needed a little something extra. So I'm hoping that I will not get hungry enough that I'll want to eat my feelings on the way home. Although my mom is a tax preparer, and she just texted me and said it's not looking good, so I'm kind of freaking out. I'm gonna look at my flash drive and see if there's any more like PowerPoints or manipulatives that I need to make for my next set of lessons. That won't be until after spring break. I'm like looking at my calendar now. Y'all, this is March. It's not even March yet, but it just already looks crazy. This is my week. This week we're right here. Next week shouldn't be too crazy. I have choir and I have an observation dress rehearsal for my concert. If you are in the area, come check out I Cantori in our Vivaldi concert. We have a planning day next Friday, which I'm super excited about. And then the week before spring break, and then we have spring break. Yay! And then when we come back, I have new lessons, which is really good, like nice timing to wrap everything up before spring break and then start some new ones afterwards. But that means I need to have everything prepped beforehand. So I'm gonna look at that, see what I can do before I need to head back out. My list of things I need to make sure I have done. This first one is already up on my TPT store, but I need to get the other things done. In case anyone was curious about my PowerPoints, the way I do this is I insert a background. You can get digital paper off TPT. Obviously, I have the name of the song. And then I do the words and the rhythms as separate text boxes. And that makes my life easier, especially when I'm adding stick notation as well. And if I do one, I don't have one with hearts, at least not yet. If I have one with heartbeats on it, then I can also add that in, and I just have to switch this one. I can leave the words as is. That just makes life easier. I'm gonna put some fish pictures on this side so that it's not quite so empty. But this song is Ickle Ockle or Bickle Bockle. I've seen it both ways. So I have that, and then I have these little fishies. I added some just like a shape. We're doing solfege patterns in here, and the students one day are gonna go fishing where they walk around while we sing the song, and then they're going to stop when they find the fish. The fish is gonna be their partner. And another day we're going to walk around while they sing the song, and when we get to the end of the song, they're going to find a partner, like a person, to stop for. And then I also have solfege cards that match. So this is the solfege to the song, and I'm going to have these as one of my center's activities. They're going to like arrange them into the correct version. It is the end of the day and I am so tired. Whew, we had first grade and kindergarten for, oh, and wow, my hair looks bad. Okay, gracious. Being in the gym. Yes, it's February, but here in Georgia, it's already starting to get warm. Anyway, we had first grade. They were not the greatest. They just couldn't follow simple directions. And then kindergarten, which was really good. Planning. I had a kid for lunch detention, and I really didn't get much accomplished. I had like a whole bunch of little tiny things to do that weren't super important but needed to get done. And then we had second grade, which if you have watched any vlogs, you'll know that my second grades are crazy. But they were actually...
All students for the red bus, please report to the front. Your bus has arrived. All students for the red bus, please come to the front at this time.
But they were actually pretty good, so I was content with that. And I got all the money for the concession stands turned in. Today went better than I thought it was going to, so I'm very content with that. I know I started the day out like, oh my gosh, everything is awful and the whole world's gonna end and stuff, and so I apologize for being a downer. I was stressing, but it went better than I thought it was going to, so we are good on that front. I am exhausted. I did the Cupid shuffle and the cha-cha slide, you know, like 6 times. So now I'm really, really tired. I need to go meet my mom because she's a tax preparer. I need to go meet her, talk about my taxes, and then head home. So I'm gonna get on that because I'm so exhausted. I don't even know how I'm gonna make it through tomorrow, but probably lots and lots of coffee. I hope you found this interesting, entertaining. Let me know down in the comments what you do for PBiS and if you have anything like we do with the big events in the gym and stuff like that. And have a wonderful, wonderful week.